Let's get to politics. That's what we're talking about here tonight, folks. You know, it is one of the most anticipated. Don't you think this is the most anticipated night?
I think it's like almost as big as the 2016 election.
Who isn't talking about this, right? Okay.
First off, you want me to share this?
Just not yet. We just want to make sure everything's okay. You could hang in there, hang in there. All right, we are coming to you from the headquarters, election night.
Headquarters.
Yes, also known as the SCH Gym. Let's see. We got Andrew C here. He's back from school. How's your mother feel about that?
She's cool. Oh,
okay.
What can you do?
All right, Cam Stone. Cam, how are you?
I'm great. No,
Are you sick?
I'm not sick, Seth. I'm fine.
Okay,
Pretty fine.
Sound a little nasally.
You know, sometimes I like to change my voice, my tone.
You change it to nasally?
Change it to, some people like that. Some people don't. Give it a shot.
Okay, so folks, here's the deal. We are going to be with you all night, coming to you from, again, the headquarters, if you will.
Right. Where everything's going down.
Everything is going down. Polls close at 6 p.m. here in Scituate, at Scituate High School. So you have 27 minutes to get down here. Let's walk through what?
I was going to say 20 feet away from us, people are making life-changing decisions.
This is a big day.
Very big. Especially question one.
We have two big races that everybody's talking about. That race for selectmen, Karen Conley, Andrew Goodrich, John McLaughlin, William Tibbetts, and then, of course, the other one we're talking about is that senior center. By the way, we may just kind of stop talking every now and then, too, as we figure things out. But
We've got to stream for an hour, Can't expect
we got a ways to go.
On and on.
Okay.
Andrew, how do you feel about all these decisions being made when you really don't even live here anymore?
How do you feel? You're leaving in a few months.
Right.
And you're going further away.
You're right.
Here, okay, folks, listen, here's how this night's going to go. Polls close 6 p.m. And then you got to get some. This is just.
If anyone wants to talk some politics, feel free to drop a comment.
All right, the polls close at 6 p.m. It's just you.
What?
It's just you. Meaning you're the one watching.
There's two people watching it.
It's me as well.
You're not on it.
It's
Oh, three people. We got another person in here.
We do. Yeah, we do. Folks, here for you. Scituate Community Television. Who knew? All right, listen. Here's the deal. The polls close at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., everyone that is still inside, the doors will lock. The people inside will have a moment to vote. At that point, when they leave, we have 6 precincts. They will all be tallied. They will be put onto a wall. Cam is going to be our runner here. He's going to go in there, check them out for you. And we're going to try to update you live. So again, it closes in 25 minutes. If you have not voted yet,
Go vote.
Try to do that. Try to go ahead and vote.
Get a sticker.
In terms of like voting down, are we getting like a whiteboard or something? What's the deal?
We're going to have to write that down. I think I have some paper in there. Looking at it.
I could find your whiteboard.
No,
Oh, you can?
I can try.
Where you find it?
I don't know.
Okay. We won't. Okay. So the deal is, folks, I'm going to have to just repeat myself over and over.
People can watch.
That's true. That's true.
Let me bring your view count up there.
Look at that.
Share, I guess.
Okay, no, come on now.
Let's start a watch party.
No. That's like a countdown.
All right, so let's get back. Let's get back to this to these races. Let's first start with the selectmen race. We know who we are talking about. Once again, Karen Conley, Andrew Goodrich, John McLaughlin, William Tibbetts. We have seen them all day outside. They've been campaigning for a good long while. William Tibbetts has been very active.
He was dancing.
He was dancing. He was running along with cars. He was talking to them. He's very excited.
Yeah,
I told him as we passed, he's going to sleep like a baby.
I didn't get the reminder.
He looks pretty sweaty.
He does.
Oh, he's be really tired.
He did get a lot of sun.
He's been here all day.
Yeah, he got up at 5, he said. 12 hours he's been on.
Also, by the way, there is another selectman seat going on. Karen Canfield, she was here. She doesn't have any competition.
Someone actually made a remark on Such a Monthly about that.
Oh, tell me, what did it say?
So they said, how come everybody, you have one person running unopposed and then you have 4 people competing for the same seat? Why not have 2 people? Couldn't find the exact post.
Right. And that is an excellent question. You had the option to run against her if you wanted to. And, I mean,
I lost it.
Who's going to watch this?
I have no faith.
All right.
It'll boom. We'll just share it to Scituate Monthly.
Why are we doing that?
Because we just need to find a groove first. Okay, so again, yes, we had two selectmen seats options, as we well know. John Danahy stepping down. He will be on the ballot though as well. If you go there,
He is?
Assessor. Very good. He will be on there.
I didn't see him on the ballot.
But we talked
to
about.
fill them in.
Yes.
You two have voted. How did that go?
Oh, very easy.
Absentee ballot. Even though I'm right here right now.
Strange how that
That's
happens.
illegal that you said that.
What time did you vote today, Andrew?
Oh, a few hours ago, maybe 1 o'clock.
Good. Okay, so, but listen, we do have there is one other contested seat. It is the planning board alternate. We know that we have Rebecca Lewis and Heather Marshall. You've probably seen their signs around,
Yes,
right?
I have.
Heather Marshall has a pretty small sign compared to the rest. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
I wouldn't run for those meetings are so long. I couldn't do it.
Well, you've said you wanted to run for selectman.
Yeah, for the power.
Do you know?
It takes those meetings, dude. 5 hours, 4 hours.
I need the power.
Power hungry.
Yeah.
Do you know what you need to do to run for selectman there, Andrew?
Get some papers from the town hall. Get 100 signatures, I believe, from some citizens.
Good.
Fill in the papers
Good.
and.
Okay, so that's the other thing. We have the planning board alternate seat. We do have two other members of the planning board, Ann Burbine, Steve Pritchard. They're both rerunning. They have no competition. Ann Burbine, we know, is the chair over there.
My girl Ann.
Girl Ann, Situate's mother of dragons.
She, I believe, is what made Tibbetts run.
This is an excellent point. Excellent point. William Tibbetts has pointed out that he said at the Canada Forum he was forced into this. And that started really.
Wait, you mean like forced by Ann Burbine?
Well, he claims though it was an incident that dealt with, they have a property. If you're not familiar with this, they do have a property down on the Driftway.
Right.
If you don't know, it's by the Duncan. If you look at the Duncan, it's directly to the left.
Tibbetts contracting.
Tibbetts contractors. Yes. So he had wanted to put a Cumberland Farms or a gas station in there.
Yeah.
The planning board and Ann Burbine specifically was not a big fan of that. So she said, I think it was something along the lines of that she didn't want a gas station to be sort of the entrance to the heart of Scituate.
He talks about that all the time.
Yes, yeah. So at any rate, that really sparked it with him. Is that he said, "Look, I'm gonna run for selectman."
It was in spite of her.
Well, I think it motivated him. He just wanted to be on the board of selectmen, so he, at least at that time, could make that happen.
I don't know if he really is interested in Scituate. I think he just wants to.
I think he has.
Get his way.
By the way, Cumberland Farms is awesome.
All right.
It was so good.
Well, they lost the contract.
So that, but by the way, the gas station's not happening, but they are still working on.
They want to do their own thing now, because Cumberland Farms was like, "Oh, it's taking too long." So they just dropped They just dropped their contract.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, we are live here at the Scituate High School gym where we're waiting election night results. That will happen in 20 minutes. The two big boys we're watching, the selectmen, and of course that senior center. We have not talked about that senior center.
What do you think is the consensus on that?
Well, let's talk about it. So it's not only a senior center. Granted, it is 90% senior center.
10%
partial.
What are you doing?
Well, look, you could always write Anne Marie Hurley. Anne Marie Hurley, thank you for watching. She wants to know. I think she's down in Hummerock, aren't you, Anne? Anne Marie. She goes by Anne.
Why do you know this?
Well, because the flushing that's going on here in Scituate. We're doing the flushing.
Yeah,
right.
Yes, we've got that going on. I think she's down in Hummerock. I guess they are not flushing down in Hummerock. She wants to know why. She feels like they are a part of it.
It's kind of like that.
And we're working on it. We're going to get with Kevin Cafferty, the
DPW
director. We will let you know about that. But you're on our radar.
Hey, she's Scituate.
Oh, she's coming to vote soon. So, hey, Ann, swing by, say hello to us if you will. And if you're out there and you want to come down and say hi to us, please do.
15 minutes to
Please do it. We got a ways to go.
You better fly down here.
It takes like an hour to get.
How big is Scituate?
It takes like 20 minutes.
This is what happens when you don't leave Scituate, folks. Right here.
I love Scituate. You've never left Scituate.
What are you talking about?
I go to school. You don't.
Okay, back to this election. Let's get back to the senior center, okay? So the senior center is the gym renovation of the community campus project. You've probably seen it.
How much is that estimated to cost?
Okay, let's go over the basics of this. $12 million, 12 million-ish is what this is, okay? Now what we need to keep in mind here, folks, is,
I know.
okay, what does that have to do with anything? I need, Can you look in there over time? And the bag's over there. I brought some paperwork. No, in the what? Is there some paperwork down in there? Yes. Okay, $12 million we know about this, correct?
I thought it was 40 million.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. This has been going on for a good long while. It originally, back in the day, it was a project thrown out there for between 19 and $21 million. Earlier this year, the selectmen decided that was too large. They felt like that would not pass. So they voted on a new project that was 12 million. So that original one, between 19 and 20 million one, called for the B and C wing to come down. Everyone familiar with B and C?
Yes.
Do we think people are?
So
It's the left side and the right side. The center part of Gates, which is like the
Oh, it looks
oldest
like a
part,
house.
the part that looks like a house, is staying.
Yes. So but again, the original plan between 19 and 21 million was to knock it all down and put up a new standalone senior center.
Sounds great.
Well, it depends who you ask, of course. But they decided that it was too costly and that.
How's the voter turnout? Nick Dean just asked.
Nick Dean, excellent point. Excellent point. I talked to the town clerk, Kathy Gardner. Now she got married, by the way, after 10 years. She said it only took 10 years to get married.
What's the voter count?
But earlier, the voter turnout was not that great. She said it was only about 20%. 20% of voters. Didn't we expect different than this?
I was expecting it after the
There's
primaries.
a vocal
to turn out
minority online. You know, a lot more people in Scituate than you think.
It's a really good point. There's a lot. So this goes back also to the senior. Let's go back to that senior center real quick here, folks, because it ended. So they agreed on this $12 million plan. We know this, right? It just called for that C wing to come down, a new standalone building to go there. The gym gets some renovations. Traffic gets a little rerouted a little bit in that. And let me make sure no one's watching.
Just
There's
said
7
thank
people.
You.
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
You're welcome,
you're very
Nick
welcome.
Dean.
Will you stalk him online? Let's find out about it.
What?
Just look online.
Look, we're gonna have a bunch of favorites.
Oh, look at that. Okay,
Now,
where
what do
were
we
we?
do?
All right, so it comes down. So we're at that 12 million. Where were we going with this? So that's where we are. So on Monday at the special town meeting, it passed overwhelmingly. Where are my notes? 5. It passed. It was like 592 to like 90 votes. So overwhelming. So look at this. Going into tonight, they certainly have momentum.
Kind of reminds me of the 2016 election. A bunch of people didn't vote. Like a very large portion of people did not vote, and then.
Right.
Oh, so you're comparing Tibbetts to Trump right now?
Okay.
Mr. Conlon?
Let's
Bring
bring.
Tibbetts into this.
Well, let's go to this because a lot of people have said that. I mean, Tibbetts really is sort of this dark horse in this race. So
Somebody did say make Scituate great again using his name.
we have 4 candidates going on. We have 4 candidates once again. Just tuning in: Karen Conley, Andrew Goodrich, John McLaughlin, William Tibbetts.
All right.
I think a lot of people, when William entered this race, they sort of disregarded him, right? But here's the thing: a lot of people focused on Karen and Andrew Goodrich. If these two, a lot of people were deciding who they should choose. If these 2 individuals split the vote, it is very potential that Tibbetts could take that. What's that? Who posted it? What's it say?
Owen Thomas on Twitter said, booking a flight to Boston just so I can come back to Scituate and vote for Billy Tibbetts.
There you go.
Scituate great again.
Okay, so the other thing
Dedication.
with today, so we've talked a little bit about Billy. By the way, Lenny, how are you, bud? You good? Come here. You taking pictures tonight?
Getting your good sides? What's up, guys?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
WATD. It's good to see you guys.
WATD's Lenny right there. We were at that candidate forum too. That was over at WATD. It was interesting.
You went there?
Yes, filmed it.
Is that where all the candidates?
It was, yes. It started on time. William Tibbetts showed up a little bit late. Was not pleased that they started without him, but they said they had a start time.
He also wanted a list of questions, correct?
He did. He wanted to know the
Even
questions
though
that
they
were going to
didn't
happen beforehand.
That was not allowed.
They said that would not happen whatsoever. So, okay, where we leave off? Back to Tibbetts. So this thing is, again, everyone thought he was, I don't like your coffee. Do you need to put something on your
No.
Okay. Like it said. It is very feasible that the votes get split between, well, by the way, John McLaughlin, we haven't really talked about him.
I'm gonna say, what if he wins?
John, yes, look,
Unexpectedly wins.
yes, right. Good point. He's former chair of the Disabilities Commission. He was chair for a while. Now he's run 2 times before.
How did that go?
Well, it didn't work out so well for him. Now, one time he did drop out.
Why doesn't he try to up his game a bit?
Yeah.
Well, he
Not very
maybe
vocal.
could very well say that the 3rd time is the charm. And look, if you're doing that, you've got
I saw
dedication,
one
right?
sign out there on my way in. That was it.
Well, if you look at his car is covered with the community campus magnets. So he's a really big fan of
I
that.
don't think a lot of people like that community campus idea though, because it's going to say it's.
All I've seen is positive things. Like
All I've
people
seen is
supporting it.
negative. All I've seen is people hate it. It's going to cost a
What are
lot.
you talking about? We'll go back. No, we'll go. Okay, so let's go back to that though. I mean, again, talking about special town meeting passed 592 to 90. Overwhelming.
That was
Okay.
that.
That was on Monday, just this past Monday. Remember, folks, we had 2 votes on this. One was really the Monday one was really about you like the plan, you like the money, you like this, the location,
Right.
and then today, meaning election day, is about your taxes.
That's.
Taxes are the big boy.
Plus, it was a Monday night versus a Saturday.
And
If
we
you voted absentee, it counts for both, technically. Or just this, or the taxes one.
no,
Just
you
the taxes
had to be there Monday, but Monday's done. I mean, Monday is
Right.
a done deal.
one. It got on the ballot.
It was going to be on the ballot regardless, because here's why. We've talked about this. If it had failed on Monday and if it passed today,
How that could work.
so what would happen
Still would
next?
have worked, right?
Well, no, what would happen is the selectmen would have 90 days to come up with a new plan to present.
Oh,
So the way to look at this is today you are voting for your taxes. You're saying, yes, we are willing to pay this amount of our taxes to go up. And let's talk about those amounts. Okay? So this is pretty tricky. A lot of people always want to know this. By the way, average house, we're going to say your average house in Scituate, 570K, 576,000. That's the average house. That's a lot of money.
very much so.
And Cam, you know this, if you were going to put 20% down on a house that is 576, we'll say 570, how much would you put down?
Sorry, what? 20% of 576K?
Yep.
Probably
Okay, that'd be over 100K. Look at
100K.
it that way, all right? So we're looking at, and this is John Danahy talking about this too. So if your house is around 576K, your taxes, if this is approved, would go up. There'd be an additional $144 to start.
Oh, they're going to say.
Nope, just to start. And then the way this works is it is a 20-year bond, and the average maybe about like a 4.5% interest rate on that. From there, it just keeps going down and down and down. So you don't, and after 20 years,
Here
it
if we can
stops.
interview him.
Guess they underestimated William Timmons.
Oh,
Want to be
and William
interviewed?
Tibbetts just walking by. We've talked about him already. He's very active. He has been walking
Guess
around
they
nonstop.
underestimated him.
Yes,
Did he just go peek at the ballots?
he is waiting to see those. He's still out there. He's been very active.
We should get some guests on the show.
You mean tonight?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, anyone. Some candidates or some concerned
How about some of those
citizens.
people running the election, like the whole booths and everything?
Okay, so here, by the way, dear, this is the deal. We are outside the polling location. We are allowed to be here. We cannot be inside. We cannot,
Film inside.
we cannot film inside. We can't do audio inside. We're not allowed to hear people that what they're doing inside.
But we can.
But we can go in there. We can go in there. Do you want to try to find someone and see what the turnout has been? Cam's going to be our runner. He's going to go inside. He's the youngest. He's the most limber.
And I want to see. I'm gonna try to find someone.
Ruth Thompson coming by right now.
You guys live?
Yeah. Oh yes, Ruth. Come on. She's scared. Come here. Ruth is allowed inside because she is not filming.
Hey guys,
How's it going? All right.
it's going. It's going.
Yeah. You feeling all right?
How are you?
Long night?
Kinda.
What are your predictions?
Yes.
I don't want to say because I have to be impartial.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with you. Just your predictions as a professional.
How's it looking?
Have you ever seen a race like this one before?
No, I have not. It's very eclectic.
Yes.
How's it going there? Good turnout.
Yeah, it seems
No,
to be.
that's the comment. Someone
Really?
just wrote that
It
question.
seems to be. I think it's a little bit below 25%.
It is, yes.
At last check.
Correct.
Polls still have what? 10 more
25%?
minutes.
Yes.
10 more minutes.
9
for
more
polls?
minutes. Polls goes at 6 p.m.
Yep.
Limited time, folks.
Limited. They still coming in. It's a nice day out.
It is. It's great.
Probably why no one's.
Maybe
That's
that's
why
why
a lot of
people
people
are
didn't.
coming up.
I saw people at the beach today. Very high tide though.
Was it?
Extremely high. Right up to the wall. No, but I mean it's like 4 hours, just very high. Strangest
Full
thing.
moon.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad everyone participated. You
Yes.
know,
Absolutely.
people got out there and got in the whole game, and
We're do it.
we'll see what happens.
We will. Time will tell. Time will tell. Hopefully
Time will
40
tell.
minutes. 40 minutes, hope.
I know,
Yes,
huh?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Take care. All right, just
See
to
ya.
recap what we're doing. SCTV here. Andrew C. Stone C. Seppi. We are at the live outside the election headquarters. You have 8 minutes to come down to vote. And what will happen at 6 is the doors will close. The doors will close. The remaining people in there will finish their voting, and then the precincts. Once again, we have 6 precincts. Each precinct will print out what we look at as like a receipt, and those will go onto the wall. Cam is going to be our runner. He's going to go in there, and Nick, great question. We'll get to that in a second. He's going to go in there. He's going to come back. Now, these are the unofficial results, meaning that there are write-ins, and our town clerk, Kathy Gardner, does have to go and she has to go and tally those as well, so it won't be official. If these numbers are close, we'll have to wait for Kathy to do them. Now, she will post them. She'll post them on the Scituate Town website, but she's told us she's going to swing by to see us first. She's going to show us her list. She's going to add all those numbers up. She's going to come to us. She's going to show us what those results are. She can't say it. We can't take pictures of it, by the way, just so you're aware. So we're gonna have to write it down.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be the first ones to find out, folks.
What would
Okay.
happen if I hypothetically, snuck a picture or something, uploaded it on
And
Scituate
you
Monthly?
You know those police that we have to do.
Okay, so when will they announce the results?
Okay, Nick. So that's the deal. So the polls close at 6. Kathy needs time to go through. So again, all these receipts are printed out. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. All these receipts are printed out. 6 precincts. Each precinct has to print them out. We're going to get a list that we're going to see the numbers that are on the list. Once again, this is the early one, so this isn't the final, but if it's a big distance, I mean, I think we can sort of guess from there. She thinks that entire process will take her 30 minutes. So we're looking at about 6:30. 6:30, we may start to get some word. Now, I do want to point one thing out, too. Once the polls close at 6 p.m. and the voters are all done voting, they move out. The candidates, anyone on that ballot, can go inside the election in the room. They can bring one person with them.
We should try to be one of those one people.
Okay, but that's going to
You
be
can go
tough.
in anywhere.
Oh, we can go in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone, by the way, you can go in if you want to come down here and you missed voting and they shut the doors. How's your hair working out? Okay.
I wonder who's going to be the last voter.
We could find out.
Yeah.
We will find out. Okay. What else? You're welcome, Nick. You're welcome, Nick. Okay, what else do we want to talk about?
Make sure you share this with people
Yes.
so we can get more views. We need them.
Once again, let them know it is not CNN coverage.
It's not CNN. Maybe we should do like a comment or something because,
What do you mean, comment? Let's go back to these selectmen candidates, okay?
all right. Know nothing about John McLaughlin.
Okay.
Couldn't find his candidate profile.
Yeah, tell me about this candidate. You've looked them
Yes,
up a little bit. Who do you have
research.
up there? First, who's up? We have 4 candidates. Karen
Karen
Conley, Andrew Goodrich.
Not
So
related
let's-
to me. Her name's spelled differently.
Very good. Excellent point. Tell us about Karen.
So, she has a bachelor's in journalism and political science from
Nice.
Syracuse.
Okay.
But what she cares about the most is actually helping out North Scituate and wants sewers around the business districts. I think. Also makes
You're in
sense.
North Scituate.
Oh no, her biggest issue is water. I've switched it up. She cares about the coastal flooding, while Andrew Goodrich, my bad, speech impediment. Andrew Goodrich cares most about getting sewers in the North Scituate Business District.
She, by the way, also is the former chair of the Community Preservation Committee. Now, CPC, also known as CPC. A lot of people talk about this. There's a lot of sort of back and forth. People, Andrew Goodrich specifically has talked a little bit about taking money away from them for other areas. She was always against that. So it really became this strange dynamic.
But again, they might split the vote.
They could. Let's talk.
Now, why would they do that?
They're the
What
two
is-
main candidates.
What is the strategy behind that?
No, well, there's no
They're not doing it
strategy.
together, but a large majority of people will vote for Andrew and a large majority will vote for Karen. That'll make sure both of them don't win, and it'll probably go to Tibbetts.
Well, again, you got to keep in mind. So there were a lot of voters that could not decide, especially at like the forum. They were trying to debate between Karen Conley and Andrew Goodrich, right? So when those two go head to head, they split their vote, meaning if there were only one of them, they could. That also, as you said, could give Tibbetts the opportunity to take this.
Or John McLaughlin, sir.
Or John McLaughlin, good old John, yes. We just did see him earlier. He walked in. Yes, that was him. That was right there. That was asked. That was talking to us.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
One more thing about Karen Conley. So Karen Conley was the one. So this campaign has been very
Feisty.
Well, no, not so feisty. But she specifically at that candidate forum, she went after the other candidates,
saw
claiming that she showed up. Now, in the post-wise, we did hear some women discuss whether that would help her or hurt her.
It was a bit feisty.
Does it bother you? There he is. How are you? Town Administrator Jim Boudreau.
Oh,
Very casual. Didn't even recognize him.
she wears a suit.
I was
You
gonna say.
may have to talk to him when he comes back out here.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Amber and mine.
Oh,
He can't
so
vote.
that Situate's Mother of Dragons just posted and just walked by in Burbine. You know her. Did she's the chair of the planning board? I gotta
makes
tell you
it as
something.
well.
She's just getting. Look at this time. It is 5:57. She is just getting here. Don't you think she'd be like first in line? We're
Maybe
talking
she-
Ann Burbine here.
Maybe she wants to, have a dramatic,
Entrance?
Late.
but like fashionably late.
Or
Really,
no. Let's think about this though.
there's a strategy there.
No, that the polls are now closing very soon. Reminder, people.
Wait,
Anyone
what,
can
Mr.
go
Tibbetts?
inside. You could go. Not yet.
He's right there.
And not yet.
Shout out
And-
to WATD.
There he is.
WATD.
Selectman candidate William Tibbetts walking by. We've talked about him already. He's been very active all day. He's been running along with the cars. You saw that when he saw your brother, or who was it?
I screamed his name outside the window because he was dancing and just started dancing even harder right next to our
yeah.
car.
What was he doing while running by the cars? Was he like being like, hey,
He was
vote for
shouting.
me?
He was shouting. He was
Just
Yes.
shouting.
Yep. He was saying, "Thanks for voting. Thanks for voting."
I haven't seen any of the other candidates walk in and out though. Why is that?
Well, because they're just standing outside waving. He is asking a variety of questions. I did talk to the town clerk. She said he wanted to know when the results will be posted so he could know when he won. True statement. True statement.
Based.
Okay, once again, if you are just tuning in, tune in one more minute, and the polls close at 6 p.m. I think at this point, if you're not here,
Well, if you're in at 6 o'clock, they have to let you vote, right?
yes. So if you get in that door by 6, you're golden. You'll
One
be
more
golden.
minute. One more minute.
Last stragglers coming in, trying to get that
Run,
vote.
run.
Hopefully they know their precinct. Once again, there are 6 precincts. You need to know your precinct to exactly know which
Karen
line you should
Canfield.
go for.
Let's go, polls are closing.
Oh,
So we got 1 minute.
Town clerk Kathy Gardner
your dog,
demanding
Karen?
people to get in there to vote.
Nope, I'm waiting. We're waiting.
She's looking. Those doors are going to close here pretty soon. Selectman candidate Karen Canfield. Karen stepped in here. Look at that. With her dog. With a little dark. She brought her dog.
Got Brady.
What's the name?
Oh my
Oh, look at that.
He's been here since 7 this morning.
Wow.
So feel free to send him dog bones.
We did see you earlier out there campaigning.
Yeah.
You were worried about your dog. He was very passed out a little bit,
He
very
was,
tired.
it's his nap time normally.
Do you have
from
enough water
9
out
until
there?
4 every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna sleep well tonight,
Are you-
as will we.
Are you worried about your outcome for this evening?
I am pretty confident I'll vote, I'll get more votes than the Blakes. I'm hopeful. But I appreciate everybody coming out.
I
This
voted
will-
my name.
This will, by the way, this will be your first full term as a selectman.
Yes, it will be,
How do you feel about it?
if all goes well today.
Correct.
Yeah, no,
What are
I'm
you
excited about
thinking
the
for
next
3
years.
years? Yeah, what do you, any hopes, goals?
Oh, I got a list. I have a list. So, most important thing is to make sure that the master plan is done thoroughly, properly, and we have
Oh,
a
yes.
blueprint for the next 5 years.
I have
10
no idea
years.
what the master plan is. I hear it all the time. But what is the master plan?
That's a very good question, Mr. Connolly.
Thanks.
The master plan is when you look at every aspect of our town, infrastructure, future needs, ADA compliance, staffing requirements, things that we're going to need based on our best data. And you make a roadmap on how to get there for the next 10 years. What we're going to have to
That's cool.
spend on capital, what we're going to have to do. So that every year you can refer to it and say, okay, we know this is coming. How do we prepare for it?
Let's talk about one more thing, the senior center gym renovation project. So there's a lot of things, there are 2 different votes here.
Polls are
If
closed,
tonight
guys.
it fails, it's already passed on Monday. We know this.
They're not
If tonight it fails, what happens?
It's over.
It's over.
So this proposal will not proceed. And so we will then be tasked with, say hi to Jim Campbell.
Yes, he loves to be on camera. He loves to be on camera.
Look, they're not letting us vote.
So the point being that tonight is the big one.
Tonight will determine whether or not we go down the ceiling and go with the proposed plan. If it doesn't, we will have to reassess. We have clearly demonstrated the need and we'll have to figure out how to get there. and that will be a lot of work.
Great.
Someone commented saying my twin, and I believe she was referring to you.
Is that my friend Jan?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that.
Hi Jan, thanks for coming to vote tonight.
I thought it was Jane.
Hopefully she
Oh,
voted for you.
You know what? She's great because if I ever need to be in two places at once, I know who to call.
There you go. All right, good luck.
All right,
Good
we're
to see
gonna go in.
you.
Good to see you guys.
Always a
Thank you for
pleasure.
doing this. We appreciate it. All right,
There you
good to
have
see you
it.
guys.
Take care.
All right, you ready?
All right, there you have it.
So if you missed
Karen
it, someone-
Canfield.
Someone just tried to vote, but they,
Yes.
the police stopped them.
Stop them.
They came at 6:01.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They had 12 hours.
I don't, yeah. And then they're throwing.
If you're trying to come down to vote, you're done. The doors are locked. In fact, here comes one woman now. This is not going to end well.
My hand smells like dog hair.
That dog probably got really, you know.
That dog was laying outside today. Okay, once again, if you're just joining us, Scituate Community Television, Andrew C. Stone, 6FP. We are with you all night for this 2019 May election.
Last
Very
vote.
exciting. It is one of the most anticipated, if not the most anticipated
I've never seen it.
election of the night of the year, if you will. Two of the big boys, we've talked about them already. Race for selectmen,
Uh-oh.
You just keep them awkward.
and that senior center gym renovation project. Let's one more time go over those selectmen. We have Karen Canfield, Andrew Goodrich, John McLaughlin, and William Tibbetts. They have been outside all day. We, by the way, are right outside election headquarters. What are you looking at?
They're getting shut out. The polls are closed.
Well, what do they say? 12 hours. Folks, if you want to come down to vote, don't. You missed it. Doors are locked. They're not letting anyone in.
6 o'clock.
Someone missed it. Someone was here and did not come in.
Oh, someone shared it to Scituate Monthly.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Thanks, Nick.
That's great. Thanks, Nick. We appreciate that.
All right, why don't we check out Scituate Monthly?
What?
Why don't we check out Scituate Monthly, see what's going on?
Sure. So
I
let's see
actually
what
had a good story.
let's go back to what people are talking about. This has been all the chatter online. A lot of, yes, very much on Scituate Monthly. There have been a lot of back and forths. The candidates have been very vocal on social media. What do you have for us?
Well, I was just going to talk about Wilbur's
Wilbur's.
in North Situate.
Okay. Why?
Someone said there has been some construction vehicles there, and it looks like they're doing work to it. And people were asking what was up. And Susanna Green said, Dribbles in the Harbor is adding this spot, so ice cream here in the future once again. So Wilbur's technically is going to be up and running again with ice cream, just not Wilbur's, it'll be Dribbles.
Look at that. Learn
Dribbles
something new
too.
every day. What else? What else?
Someone said, I love seniors and agree wholeheartedly they are long overdue for a senior center, but this is not the way. This is not the way. Bad plan, bad design, bad location. Vote no.
You got it. Okay, Rick, let's discuss this real quick. So we've already voted. Remember, on Monday, this previous Monday, we voted, the town voted, they liked this. Today, we're just voting for the taxes. So that, what they're complaining about is sort of a done deal. You worried about how you look?
No, I'm just fixing the time. I like to play for the look.
And by the way, we do need to point something out here. So we are right outside the polling place. I want you to go inside and see what's happening. We have drama inside. We're going to find this out. I just want you to go. I just want you to go over that.
Is there drama inside?
It's locked though, is it not?
It shouldn't be. You should be able to get in. There's George. George, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
George, we all love George.
I love George.
Yeah, he'll let you in.
Okay.
Just find out what's going on. So again, the voting is over. It is finished.
Now
So
we
what-
wait.
Now we wait. We think it's going to be about 25 minutes.
Here's hoping.
How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you doing?
I need to get him a badge. He tried to get stopped. So what's happening now is, so the polls have closed. The final people are voting within inside. Now, the doors have already closed, but here's the catch with this, is that within there, and the voting wise, the candidates, anyone on that ballot can still go in. They can be there. They can bring one person with them. They can watch as these votes come out. How this works, we have 6 precincts. Each precinct line will print out what's called a receipt. We did hear there was some drama going on. We got
Okay.
Cam inside. Cam, fill us in. What is going on?
So,
Deeds.
a lot of papers flying around. They're making their final counts now, and we have all the candidates
Yep.
sitting off to the side right by the precincts where they're going to be posting it. And you have William Tibbetts directly over the precincts with an American flag sitting alone, separated from the rest of the candidates.
Are the candidates already in there?
Yes.
Yes, all the candidates are right over there. They're literally 20 steps away. For people just tuning in, say that again. What's the one? Tell us.
So the candidates are inside. They're making the final counts now.
Mhm.
And we're playing the waiting game,
Yes.
essentially.
Once again, folks, we are waiting. We're waiting. What will happen? We're thinking maybe 23 minutes. All the precincts, we have 6. Each one has a line at the end. It prints out what almost looks like a grocery receipt. They will post it on the wall.
My heart is pounding.
It will show every individual. It will show, even if they don't have a competitor, it will show who didn't vote for them. So that's what Karen Canfield, if you were watching earlier, had to say. You don't have to vote for a candidate. It will tally the amount of voters that did. If they didn't vote for you, you see it. But there you have it. There you have it.
Now
we
you're
do
out.
have a number of people waiting outside.
No, I think they're just people who were outside all day.
Yes, but they cannot come in.
Nope.
So I got to ask you, you're an outsider. You're not from Scituate. What's your opinion on this whole?
I have none. But let's go on. Let's talk more about the senior center because this is our other big. Go ahead.
Got qualms about it. I think it
Qualms.
could have been planned a lot better. They could. I think their
Tell me
original
how.
plan. Oh, I think the original plan where they just
To knock everything down?
knock everything down and just start from scratch is way better than whatever this is. And you get a tax increase and a new building, not a tax increase in an old building and some new parts.
Well, that's been a lot of
Yeah.
debate about that. But as you heard, if you were watching earlier, Karen Canfield, Selectman Canfield, did join us earlier. She's a definite. We know she had no competitor. And
Can I tell them polls
yes,
closed?
no, that's John. That's Selectman candidate John McLaughlin. You can let him in.
Oh, I can
So
let him
come
in.
Yep.
That's Sean McLaughlin?
That's John McLaughlin right there. Selectman candidate John McLaughlin is locked out. And remember, he's allowed one person, so John McLaughlin is going to walk by when he is going inside.
I'm here with Elliot, that's all, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the police will bust you out there a little bit on that. Okay, so John McLaughlin just walked in. Once again, all the candidates are allowed inside right now after the polls have closed.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, just kidding.
They can bring one person with them. They're waiting in there. As Cam, we got Cam in there. He did take a quick look.
I
The
did.
candidates were hanging out.
Yes.
William was doing,
William was he was sitting by the precincts. He's got his flag in hand. He is ready. He is ready,
yes.
as well as everyone else.
So we are awaiting those results now. Now, these are a lot of people coming in just into the lobby to witness, to see what happens. But again, the doors to the polling place are closed. Lou Chen just walked by, big supporter of the Community Campus Project. Lou, you want to talk to us a little bit about the Community Campus Project? You want to talk to us about the Community Campus Project? You were very vocal about it, yes?
No.
Okay. He does not want to talk.
I'll tell you afterwards,
Okay.
after we know the results.
Got it. He's worried about those results. A lot of people are worried about those results. But again, this is already passed on Monday, 592 to 90. Pretty good turnout going in here. They have momentum. Although you got to think about this. If you know it had that many voters, you think that works against you, and you could sort of rally your people to be like, we need to go after it?
Yeah, guess so. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of people in the town really don't care about, or there are some people in this town who don't get motivated enough to go actually vote at town elections.
Like my dad.
Because people who only
Matt Stone, did your dad vote?
So he kept saying how he had to vote, and I don't think he had time today.
a lot of people only like to do the presidential elections, sometimes not even the midterms.
It's true. It's tough. It's tricky.
Getting out of your car, driving somewhere, man, that's tough.
Midterms are actually very important, much more important than the presidential election.
At times, yes, at times. Okay, welcome back, Scituate Community Television. Andrew C., Stone C., Seth B. We're with you. We're right outside the headquarters of the election. The polls have polls have closed. We are waiting for those results. We can see them tallying. You see them all the way at the end.
Oh, is that
So
what
all
they're doing?
they're all getting the receipt. They are tallying them now. They're going to then take them and post them on a wall within the gym.
Okay, but I thought the computer, once you put the ballot in, it just kind of.
That's like a presidential, like the federal election.
No, the one, when I filled out my ballot, I put it in the computer thing, or the ballot thing, and it scanned the whole
I
thing.
think they have to confirm, like, do a confirmation count and stuff like that. Because you can't trust computers these days, The Russians.
Russians hacking a town election.
Absolutely.
Hey, you never know.
Anything's possible. It is. You'll never suspect it.
I guess so.
All right, so as you can see, the people are filtering in. I'm going to take a guess. The majority of these people behind us are here to see about the Community Campus Project. You know about that? It is a $12 million project.
Some people think it's more important than the selectman race right now.
Really?
Well, it depends who you are.
It's kind of
Absolutely.
funny how they want a senior center to go from the tiny little thing that it is right now to a giant mansion-like place.
Well, have you seen some of them? I went to, where was it? It was, I believe it was Plymouth North High School, and their senior center is connected right to the high school. And it is absolutely beautiful, it really
High
is.
schoolers in the
The high school
people.
students, yes, but here's the thing is the seniors, Andrew, have a entire, basically just glassed out window portion looking right down onto the football field so they can watch all the practices and all the games. Because, you know, and I think it really is
They
great.
fussed about that too.
I bet they did, but you know what? It looks beautiful.
So you're for it.
For hours?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. No. I'm just
Yeah, but we know how he voted.
absentee ballot.
Right. No, I mean for that specifics.
Yeah, it needs to be planned better. That's all. Not saying no. I'm just saying not right now.
Some people feel that way. But again, keep in mind today, that's not exactly what you're voting about. You're voting for your taxes. All right, by the way, let's go back to those taxes. So these are these taxes we've talked about. They want to do like a 20-year bond on this. This is for the senior center gym renovation project. 4.5 interest on a home that average that would be $576,000. The first year they claim it would be at a rate of 4.5%, $144 for the first year. And then it would go down. What's
Teddy Good's mom's watching. It says.
Oh,
It just says
look at that.
Good's watching with you.
My aunt said she was watching.
well, that's great. Thank you for watching. If you have comments, just drop us a line.
Hi, Andrea.
We will attempt to address them. Let's also go. There are a lot of other people on this ballot too. Again, not as
Someone just commented on
exciting.
the Scituate Monthly, biting my nails, waiting to hear the results of the senior center vote. This was a reasonable, well thought out proposal. Today's senior center is not a clubhouse, but a center to meet the multiple needs of a vital population.
Well said.
There you have it.
Well said.
As we said, we've also got the race for the planning board alternate. That is Rebecca Lewis, Heather Marshall, and we didn't really talk about the other candidates. They're unopposed. We did have Karen Canfield. She swung by. She talked to us for a little bit. We have Michael Hayes, who's going back to that school committee.
Right.
We know that. We've seen him a lot of times. We talked about the planning board, Ann Burbine, Steve Pritchard. They'll be on there for 3 more years.
Someone just left the school committee board, didn't they?
Correct, Robert. Yes, he's finished. Speaking of which, so who's going to fill his position? Nicole Brindolini, assuming that someone actually votes for her. She has no competition. Hopefully, Nicole, you voted for yourself, because then you're in. Hopefully. We have a moderator. Now, listen, we haven't talked about the moderator.
Yeah, you like this guy, right? Or he's at every meeting?
No.
I'm thinking of the guy who, at the special town meetings, he's the one that leads the whole thing.
Yes, so he's done. He stepped down.
Oh.
So yes, so we're going to have a new town.
Any reason or just because? Okay, I also want to address another comment. Kelly Mahoney. Love that you guys do this. Thank you for using modern day technology
Robinson's
to
watching.
keep residents in the know in real time. You're welcome. Love it.
What was her name? Kelly?
Let us know if you want to see more.
Kelly? Yeah.
Kelly?
What was that her name?
Oh, yes, Kelly.
Kelly, thank you very much. And just Kelly, if you don't know, here's exactly how this is going to go. We are waiting here. We are sitting outside the polling place. The polls closed 15 minutes ago. Right now, they're inside. We can see them. Can't show them, but we can see them counting. After they are all done, they're going to take the results. They're going to post it on a wall in there. Did you have any issue getting in there before?
Cop stopped me, but I
And
just
then,
left.
so he knows you're okay to go in there. Yeah?
Stopped you.
I was stopped by the police. But then I talked my way out of it.
So they think probably about 6:30. About 6:30, we should get the results in. They'll be posted. There is a heavy police presence in there.
Correct.
Cam did get in there earlier.
Yep.
Tell us again what you saw.
Saw a lot of tallying, a couple police officers, and then you got Mr. Tippett and the rest of the candidates sitting there waiting patiently for their vote. And they all waved at me too, which was kind of scary.
Oh.
They all like simultaneously waved at me.
Yes.
Thought it was in a dream.
Well, it's probably a little awkward. If we didn't know The candidates really, again, as we've said, the candidates have been very cordial. Besides, as we talked about Karen Conley earlier before, she did go after them a little bit, saying that she showed up. They did not. She called them out on their town meetings and the amount of times that they showed up as well.
Right. So feisty.
Very fun. Well, you know, look, Cam brought this up before. You said she's just stating facts, and that's
Karen Conley, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
And a feisty man.
And
Right.
whether or not they're useful is up to you. But she is just stating facts. She is not.
Is that important to
Giving
you?
her opinion.
Let me ask you this: is that important? Like, if you want your candidate, like obviously you want your candidate to show up, but having her say that, you know, she said she showed up at many more meetings than her
It was a good tactic.
It was a good tactic. I don't think it won me over though. Solely because I have never been to every town meeting, but you know, and I don't think that whoever is the next selectman should be required to have seen every other town meeting. You know, as long as you understand the problems in our town and know how to fix them, and you know how to do it properly,
Very
you got my
true.
vote.
We have individuals walking out. Once again, they are still tallying. We can see them. We are waiting the results. It will be very interesting. Our town clerk, Kathy Gardner, is going to come to us after the votes are up there. This will not be an official vote. It will not be an official vote. She will just have the numbers that she has so far. She's going to share this with us. She cannot say what they are. We cannot take pictures of what they are. We're going to write those down. Are we ready to write that down? I think I have a pen.
I need a piece of paper.
Andrew, look in that thing over there. I think there's more paper. Look in the side. Look in the side pocket. What, you don't see anything? What? Okay. Sorry, I have it. All right. Individuals are walking out.
There's no paper.
It's, here, just take this. You have a pen? There's a pen somewhere.
I one in my car.
No, I got one somewhere. It's like a Sharpie. You just write fast.
Is it on the side pocket?
Yeah, you can look over there. So again, what we need this paper and this pen for is that, again, town clerk Kathy Gardner will come out here in a moment with her unofficial results. She will have tallied them all together. She's going to show us. Then what's going to happen is she's going to go back to her office in town hall because she needs to do the official number. The official number, meaning she has to go through all the write-ins. By the way, you know, if you're not a legit write-in. Thomas Donahue, we love you. You're awesome too. Hey, if you're not a legit write-in, you should not do that. Here's why: because Kathy Gardner, only Kathy Curran, again, let's give her a shout out. She got married last year. She said it only took 10 years to get married.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
I don't know.
What do
She
you mean
thought
it took
it
10 years to get married?
Well, she was with her man. You could probably look. I forget.
Started dating him in a few years and then got engaged by the 8th year.
Well, no, he didn't ask her to marry him until after like 10 years.
Sometimes you just gotta know.
There's nothing wrong with that, folks. There's nothing. Okay.
Got your options open.
Yeah.
Kathy Gardner is going to go back to town hall. She's going to go back to town hall. She's going to go do all the write-ins. Once again, I got to go back to this. The write-ins. You've talked about the write-ins. You think it's funny? It is not because
I don't think it's funny.
She
I
has
think
to
it's
write.
serious.
She has to. I've told you she gets like Mickey Mouse sometimes. Look at these people. We got people trying to look in the windows to see them all counted.
16,000 people voted for Harambe in the presidential election.
Hey, I was gonna put my name down because I wanted a shot. Wasn't funny. Nothing funny about it.
Okay, so there you go. At any rate, so the official announcement. So hopefully, the thing is, when she comes out with this unofficial one, we should have a good indication. We hope. But if these numbers are close, if they're close, we have to wait for the official one. And she's going to post it on the Scituate on the town's website. So make sure you're monitoring that. She's also going to send it to us. We'll share that.
I'm anxious.
All right. What else? Tell me what else is going on online. What are people talking about tonight? That's what I want to know.
Since the month has been a little dead today.
It doesn't have to just be that.
From May 4th, that's 4 days ago.
Once again, let's go back to this voter turnout. There's a lot of wondering about that. It was a little under 25%, which we found very shocking. We thought this was going to be huge. We don't know if it's the weather that had people that deterred people from coming.
There's a 5K tomorrow.
Well, there's a 5K tomorrow. Maybe people needed to sleep, but hey, you have 12 hours to get here. You have 12 hours to get here.
What's it for?
I don't know. My brothers want to get these bring my dog.
Is it for the dog park? Which, speaking of which, construction is underway. I saw it today.
There's some complaints about that. They don't like it. They say it's bad for the dogs being right by the.
The loan?
See, my mom brings up a good point. How hard is it to make a dog park? You just put up a fence.
I don't think that.
Okay,
Actually spending on
it's like they say, it's like the term baby shower, you know? They say it's for the baby, but really,
It's
it's for the mom. It's for the owners. They want it to look nice.
Will you take your dog there?
Yeah.
It's for your dog, so they can run around.
Right, but I'm saying like they want it to look nice for the people as well.
Let's talk about that dog park real quick. Totally off topic. Who cares? Because we are waiting for those results to come out. The dog park. There are two parks. One for the big dogs, one for the small dogs.
Segregation.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Interesting.
you know, fun fact. Most of the time, the smaller dogs are more vicious than the big dogs.
They're gonna make a
This is
separate.
very true. This is true.
They're gonna make a separate park for pit bulls.
I have met more evil chihuahuas than I have any pit bulls. Just saying. Just saying.
All right. Well, if you have a small dog, we apologize for that, but it could be true. Look, it's sort of that short complex.
They gotta compensate for something.
They gotta lift weights to get jacked.
Okay. Once again, just tuning in. We are waiting. We're waiting. We can see them walking around, tallying things up. Once again, we cannot show that. But we expect in about, according to Kathy Gardner, we're hoping for like 8 minutes. Yes, Cam is our runner. He's going to go in there. He has exclusive access. Exclusive.
Up in there. Yes, maybe not.
Can I scream?
My leg was done.
Good luck. Good luck. So once again, just to recap what's happening right now, all the candidates are inside the polling room. They're allowed to bring one person.
But if anyone can go in there, can't they bring as much as they want?
No, with that no. The police officer stops. Okay, so again, candidates are in there. They're allowed to bring one person. They're waiting as each precinct has one person that is tallying all the votes that were in there. They are going to print them on a receipt-style list. They're going to post them on the wall. They're all going to be added up. Kathy Gardner, our town clerk, will do her account of them as well. She will come to us. She is going to show us what her sheet says. What can we not do?
We cannot take a video of it or a picture.
We cannot take a picture or a video of it. We can only write it down. You have the piece of paper. Where's the pen? That pen close.
Sharpie.
Kathy.
Are we gonna end this live stream or are we gonna keep it going? Say we'll be right back. Maybe we should put up a piece of paper that says we'll be right back for the results.
No. Oh, Cam making friends in the back. How was it inside? That was Dr. Gordon Price's wife.
Wife, yes.
Yes, Citizen of the Year, Dr. Gordon Price. That is his wife. They've been big advocates
Yes.
of the community campus project.
Yes.
So Cam was just inside. Tell us what you saw.
The ballot boxes are
Stuffed.
Now it's delayed. I thought someone was just running right behind us.
anyway, so the ballot boxes, they're just filled with papers. They're stuffed.
That makes it take longer.
And Mr. Timmons is getting a little bit impatient. He's now pacing and talking about how this has been the same way for 53 years and how, you know, why isn't it streamlined? And and everyone is just sitting there ignoring him. And
Does he have someone with him? You're allowed to have one person with you. Is he by himself? His brother's
right there.
Yes,
His brother's with him.
Right next to us.
Right next to us. Okay.
But the candidates are just sitting there patiently. Tibbetts is pacing, and then the police are, making their rounds.
Got it.
Basically the same though.
Okay. We are still just
Matt
waiting.
Smith.
We're still just waiting. We're still just waiting. Once again, they're tallying things up. Let's go back to this community campus project. We've talked about it again. If you didn't hear earlier, Selectman Karen Canfield did join us. Now, there was a debate because we did have a vote on Monday, and we had another vote. We have this vote today. If you're unaware, today's really about your elections. So there was debate over, okay, if it fails on Monday, but passes today, what happens? If that had happened, it didn't, we don't even need to worry about it. If it fails today, if this fails today, as Karen said, it's done. It's finished. And there are...
Oh, what happened? I haven't seen the reflection.
Folks, we got drama inside. Once
Oh,
again, we
so
are right
he's,
outside.
probably getting more and more impatient as we speak.
We're outside the polling place. All the candidates are in there. Cam had exclusive access. The candidates are fine. William Tibbetts is getting a little.
Yes, no, I would say we should have a bet of how long is he going to last in there. I say another 10 minutes.
An Apple Watch?
Yes. What would you say?
I don't know.
It could be 10 minutes. Like 6:26.
I'd say 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Well, you can't just storm out. He's got to wait to hear the results. It'll take as long as he needs.
Right, but I'm saying he's forced to.
When we spoke to town clerk Kathy Gardner earlier, she thought maybe about 6:30 they would be ready. If we look at them though, they're still sitting there.
They're going strong.
Yeah. Tell me what else people are saying online, will you?
Well, Ben Smith said Andrew's haircut looks
We don't need
fantastic.
to
Ben
talk
Smith.
about that.
Ben Smith. Ben Smith's mother. Ben, are you watching your mother's? Fun little fact. Ben, your mother got us flagged on YouTube.
What?
Believe that?
What for?
She's a good friend.
Is your mom dark?
So she filmed a girls' soccer game, and in the background, there was music playing, popular music. Got us flagged on YouTube.
And what did you do about it?
I never talked to her again.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Fine. So the numbers are just coming in. They're just replacing. By the sound effects here, it looks like this community campus project has passed. It looks like it has passed.
Is that question 2 or question 1?
Let's take a look at it. Cam, go look at it. Cam, go look at it. Yes, so it looks like that community campus project has passed indeed. Cam is
Ruptured my eardrum in the process.
No, they have not posted anything. It looks like they may have just got a little thumbs up from the outside, but that, once again,
What if it was
early word.
miscommunication?
Yeah, it could have been missed. Yeah, wouldn't that be awful? We have word again. This is about the community campus
I
project.
go double check, but apparently they're checking the numbers. The community campus project has passed.
Looks like we could have a
Taxes are
senior
going
center.
up.
Yes.
They're gonna go up
So
very
if this is
high.
true, remember, if they go up on a 20, this is on a 20-year bond. If they go up 4.5% on an average house of $576,000, your taxes the first year will be $144.
Why are people cheering for that?
So we have all the supporters here. It does look like that community campus project has here. Cam was just inside. Oh, we cannot say anything to pen. Cam is going inside to write down numbers right now. This is the moment we have been waiting for.
Shout out to my old teacher/wrestling coach.
Yes, Brian Robinson. Thank you for watching. Thank you. You wrestled?
Yeah. I didn't win any matches ever.
Did you play?
Oh yeah.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, apparently he wrestled. But more importantly, that community campus project looks like it is a go. It looks like it did pass.
Oh, this is running out.
Selectman candidate William Tibbetts is storming the building. Wait, we have drama. The police have followed him out of the building. He left with his brother.
Looked very
He
unhappy.
was very unhappy. There could be some early results in on that. We are waiting on that. The police are following him out.
So the selectmen just
We do have drama here, folks. We do have drama. This is why we are here. It's all happening live. But again, if you just tuned in, community campus project looks like it has passed. It looks like it has.
Oh my God!
Now, and in the meantime, the selectman candidates still remain inside. But the candidate, William Tibbetts, just stormed out. The police are outside too, watching. We don't know what transpired inside. We are waiting results on that. I can tell you this, as I see the precincts coming in, it looks like the majority of them are done counting. It could be that they did not like that. Dr. Gordon Price is crying in the back. Crying.
Yeah, point that out. Ask them how they feel.
Yes.
Dylan?
Yeah. Just call him over here.
Dr. Gordon Price.
Gordon. We're going to try to get Dr. Gordon Price for you here real quick. Where you go get him. Go get him. Call him the citizen of the year. That's okay. Dr. Gordon Price right behind us in tears a little bit here. It looks as though, once again, the community campus project has passed. Gordon, will you join us? He's very emotional right now, too. Gordon, have a seat with us real quick. We won't keep you too long. Let's see. This has been a labor of love for you. Absolutely. Yes. How's it feel? I mean, I think we can tell from your face.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
20 years and we're making it. It was fun to get there.
Yeah. Congratulations.
It's going to be a great facility for the community.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be, we're going to wonder why it didn't happen sooner, but it's okay. Looks like we've got it now, so we're going to move ahead, and hopefully a year from now we'll all be there for the grand opening.
There you go. There you go. Thank you for swinging by. We'll let you get back to celebrating over there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Citizen of the Year, Dr. Gordon Price, joining us once again. Just tuning in. Looks like that community campus project has passed. Unofficial results. Unofficial results.
Now we want to hear about the select.
Now we are just waiting on selectmen. Of course, we do have the planning board alternate as well, between Rebecca Lewis and Heather Marshall. We don't know on that one yet. But there's a lot of chatter about that selectman race too. As we've said before, all the candidates are inside except one right now. William Tibbetts has stormed out. We can tell you he has a little crowd of folks outside. We're not sure exactly what transpired inside, but we are trying to find out. It's okay. Here we go. Okay.
Cam's gone.
Cam is inside trying to find out. Hopefully he is okay. But a very exciting night so far. Very exciting. We can see that a lot of the individuals, the precincts have looked like they are no longer at their tables, which means we should find out here pretty soon about that selectman. As a reminder, our town clerk is going to come out. She's going to show us those numbers. It'll be an unofficial vote. If it's close, we will have to wait.
BT stormed out, not a lot of surprises.
Well, Kelly, you know what? A lot of people might agree with you a little bit. Yeah, he has certainly, without a doubt, been passionate, very, very passionate. If you have been on his Facebook page, you know he has a lot to say. And tonight, at least, probably it doesn't look like we're going to hear it because once again he has left the building. So that's a word.
Maybe he won. He's like, all right, let's get to work.
That didn't look like I won face. But again, we're waiting on the results here. All the precincts, they're adding up clearly. We have a few that have come in. We did hear the community campus project. Again, unofficial vote that it has passed. The selectmen, that is what we are waiting on right now. Now you got to wonder if they got a little heads up on the community campus project. That probably means the selectmen race is close, and that these numbers, so they can't determine right away. I wonder how. Yeah, Karen. By the way, if you don't know, Karen Canfield is here. She's outside with her dog. We saw the dog.
Dog's right there.
And the dog is right by us. All right, and if you did miss it, that was Gordon Price joined us just a second ago. Tears were emotional. There they are. They are all cheering right behind us, right back there. It was a long process for
We
them.
almost got 100 people watching. Started off with 2.
Yeah.
That was
Not So there you have it. Proud supporters of that community campus project right behind us. Cam, but once again, is inside that gym. He is
Cam's taking
monitoring.
his sweet time.
He is, but that's, we clearly have some drama going on inside. Once again, we are outside headquarters. This is SCTV, Andrew C. Sefby. Stonesy is with us. He is inside where all the candidates are awaiting the results. The precincts are listing them. The candidates are allowed inside with one individual. As we pointed out, about 7 minutes ago, William Tibbetts stormed out.
How's it going in there?
Good. Yeah. I don't like to talk. So we can tell you that a number of the individuals working up polls, they are leaving now. So the numbers must be in. We did. Oh, wait, we have Cam coming back. Please stand by. Here we go. We have the actual numbers here. This comes down to that selectmen race. Cam, what do we have?
So actually, I was
Okay.
also listening to some rumors because I haven't actually added these up.
Okay, let's tease people. We have numbers here of the
Yes.
selectmen. Tell us though the rumors.
Yes. So
Once again, Tibbetts ran out just moments ago.
Tibbetts ran out, and for obvious reasons, none of the precincts reached triple digits for him in voting, and also the community campus project won by 400 votes, and I believe, rumored, not exact, Karen Connolly won selectman by 70 votes.
Close.
Wow, our prediction is really bad.
All right, let's, wait. So we have the numbers. Let's go through this real quick. Can you run through this once again? If you
Do
did
you want
not
me to add
hear
them
that.
all up, or do you want me to?
Yes, no, you need to add those up. Let's do that right now. If you just missed what he just said, it is that Karen Conley won the selectman seat by 70 votes. We talked about, especially in a small town, how important every single vote is. This is the unofficial number. The unofficial number, Karen Conley.
I will give that to you.
And yes, look, maybe her thing that she did show up, did pay off for her. Karen Conley ahead by 70 votes. This is unofficial. And it's just inside where everyone was. Unofficial. You want to go back? William Tibbetts of the Selectmen, he did storm out after not getting
1,582 votes for Karen Conley.
this is very unofficial. Karen Conley, 1,582. 1,582 for Karen Conley. Andrew Goodrich, who came in second. Again, keep in mind, folks, this is unofficial. Very unofficial. While he figures that out, that community campus project, if you're just joining us, looks like it did pass. We saw Gordon Price back there. They're all celebrating.
510.
1,510 for Andrew Goodrich. Karen Conley looks as though she is the winner by 70 votes. By 70 votes. Andrew Goodrich was behind at 1,510. John McLaughlin looks like he came in at a number here at 267 for John, and William Tibbetts, who once again has stormed out.
Really, was he mad?
His face was a little red.
It was a little red, but he had been in the sun all day. William Tibbetts with 261. Again, you're just tuning in. Karen Conley looks like the early winner. And it's too bad. Kim, do you want to look and see if she's outside?
Karen Conley? I was just talking to her. Do you want me to?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, let's wait. Let's give them a second there
Okay.
for the process. Maybe we'll see them when they come out.
Checking her phone.
Now, there could be missing, votes.
Yes. So
There's
again,
still a chance for Tibbetts.
this is the yes, very
She needs
true.
1,000 more votes.
This is the unofficial vote. Once again, if you are just tuning in, unofficial vote. Karen Conley won the selectman race by 70 votes. 70 votes. Andrew Goodrich was second, 1,500. John McLaughlin and William Tibbetts. Quite a race. We are kind of waiting. So now all the candidates are still in there. We can't wait. We're going to see when they come
For
out.
the community campus
The
project.
community campus project, once again.
1,882 for yes and 1,716 for no. This is a very close race.
Wow, wait, let's go back to that. We did not
Yes.
see that. Okay, so.
I didn't see that either.
Say those numbers again. This is the community campus project.
1,882
In favor of.
in favor of, and not in favor of 1,716, which leaves a 166 vote deficit for yes.
166.
166
This
votes.
is why. Listen,
Almost as
small
close
town. Small
as
town
Karen
is
Conley.
where it counts. I mean, this is when your vote really does count. You think your vote doesn't count? It does. It does.
Seriously,
It matters.
right here.
It matters. I see George picking it up.
Do you want me to try to get someone?
Yes, why don't we go?
Karen?
Yeah, we're going to try to get the possible winner, Karen Conley.
We don't know.
We'll see if she joins us. But once again, if you are just tuning in, it looks like Karen Conley is the winner of the selectman race by 70 votes. Andrew Goodrich was second. And further down was John McLaughlin, William Tibbetts. Cam went inside. The candidates are still inside, except for William Tibbetts, who has left.
There she is.
Unofficial winner, Karen Conley, joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're live on
Thank
Facebook
you.
right now.
Thank you.
Join us. So right now, unofficially, by 70 votes,
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Yeah.
It was a really good campaign. My opponents were very good, and I felt at the end it was going to be close, and it surely was. So, but I hope that the people who didn't vote for me, would give me a chance, and I will represent them the best I can.
Certainly.
So,
You did talk a lot about how you showed up. You used that platform.
well, I have a lot of experience in town, and I think that 6 years on the advisory committee, where you review every town budget, where you look at every article for warrant, is really valuable experience. And then 4 years as the chair of the CPC gave me the opportunity to work with all these applicants from all over town on projects that mostly would never get done if it weren't for CPC money.
Sure.
But to be clear, it's only town meeting that votes to approve projects. We recommend them to town meeting, but it's ultimately the voters, the legislature of this town, which is town meeting.
Sure.
So, 4 years of doing that, and then the past year I've just been a regular committee member, and I love Scituate. And I'm really looking forward to this.
You'll be starting on Tuesday, right?
Yes,
3 women, 2 men on the board.
first time in history.
Wow.
It's never happened. And
That-
we've only had the vote for 100 years as women. So it's a wonderful thing to have
great.
happen. Yeah.
Congratulations,
It's exciting.
early, once
Thank
again,
you.
on unofficial winner of the selectman race, Karen Conley.
Thank you.
We'll
I'm
see you Tuesday. We'll let you
trying
go
to
party.
imagine myself sitting in that seat
You better
on
get used to
Tuesday
it.
night.
It's gonna
So,
happen. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
I've sat there before.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive, isn't it?
Before a meeting, I just walked up. Yeah, they got good seats. You're gonna like it.
I agree. Thank you.
No
Well,
problem.
thank you very much for joining
Congratulations
us.
on your coverage.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Someone put it.
Thank you.
Go, where, are you
Nice to meet
partying
you.
tonight? What are you doing tonight?
I've got people coming to my house
There you
for
go.
sandwiches.
There you have it.
Because I've been here all day and I'm going
You're
home.
tired.
Me and my sunburn.
Oh, there you go.
Don't tell
All right.
anyone. All right.
Have a
Great.
good one now.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Karen Conley, unofficial winner of the selectman race by 70 votes.
Middle finger.
Oh,
Thanks, Phil.
thanks. Guess we know how he feels. Okay, but what is, you're just tuning in, once again, that selectman race, unofficial vote. Karen Conley won by 70 votes. Andrew Goodrich,
72.
72 now. This will be unofficial. Town clerk's going to go back to her office. She is going to then officially do it and then post them all online.
You think anything will change?
Barely. I don't know, but 72 is a very that's not that much.
It's not. That's what we say.
It really
These
isn't.
towns.
Although the total votes, the biggest vote was from precinct 1. That was 312 votes.
Yeah, well,
That's not
we
that
haven't, we
much.
haven't talked about the precincts yet. Let's do that because if you're in your precinct, listen up. This is how your precinct voted.
Right. Okay. What do you want for Karen Connolly?
Sure. For Karen Conley,
Karen
once again, the
Conley.
unofficial winner by 70 votes. Let's do precincts. Here's how
Okay.
they voted.
Precinct
We'll do them
1.
between Andrew and Karen because those are the two.
Okay.
They're pretty close.
Precinct 1, Karen Connolly got 312 votes, and Andrew Goodrich got 245. Precinct 2, Karen Connolly got 265, and Andrew Goodrich got 241. Precinct 3, Karen Connolly 236, Andrew Goodrich 256. Precinct 4, Karen Connolly 250, Andrew Goodrich 257. Precinct 5, Karen Connolly 249, Andrew Goodrich 245. Precinct 6, Karen Connolly 270, Andrew Goodrich 266.
There you have it.
And then the rest were,
Only 3,620 people voted.
We did talk about the voter turnout. If you're wondering about that, apparently it was under 25%. Under 25%.
Yeah,
the
that's
entire
For all the
third
chatter,
precinct.
all the chatter that's been going on. You would think.
In the
That'd be
entire
more.
third precinct, William Tibbetts got 31 votes.
Let's walk us through. So William Tibbetts, once again, if you didn't hear us
Say his
earlier,
votes.
has stormed out of
Yes.
the room. We did kind of just decide why, because he had less than triple digits in each of the precincts. Let's walk
Yes.
through the precincts, his amount of votes. How many?
Okay, for precinct 1, 47, precinct 2, 43, precinct 3, 31, precinct 4, 42, precinct 5, 44, precinct 6, 54, William Tibbetts.
William Tibbetts.
I got Gordon Price wrote on Scituate Monthly. We did it.
We did it, all caps.
Someone
yeah.
put an angry emoji.
Well, as we said,
They're
look,
so
if you
happy
don't
they're
tune in,
angry.
the Community Campus Project has passed by how many votes? Look at this. These numbers are very, very, very close on this Community Campus Project, but unofficial numbers are it has passed.
Yep.
Passed 18, how many? Yes.
So
Yes.
yes got 1,882, no 1,716, so about 100 or so, almost 200.
Very close once again.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to see if Kathy's going to come out and join us, or did you already talk to her? These are numbers. Where'd you get these?
These are
The town clerk.
they're pasted up on the wall.
Oh, okay. So what happens is usually Kathy was going to come up with this. Is Kathy still in, the town clerk still in there?
I don't know. I can check.
Yes, go check. So let's get
What do you want
Kathy.
me to do? Get her up here?
Well, she was supposed to come because she's going to make a vote too. I mean, she's going to tally too. Just see if she's tallying. You don't need to interrupt her. We just want to see if she's there. And see if the TA is in there too. Town administrator is here. I know he's probably not going to come on. Our town administrator is here as well, and a t-shirt and shorts, which is a rare sight,
Never
and a hat.
didn't know it was him when he got walked in.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to wait for Cam to come back. I'm pretty sure we have those results. Everything we need to know. It looks like things are shutting down in there.
We know the big things.
Thanks for joining us. Clearly, some of you are.
Phil said JK, by the way. Thumbs up.
Oh, I think that was first.
Huh?
It was first. The JK was first.
No, he put the middle finger and then he wrote JK.
No, I'm saying the JK was first, then he wrote the middle finger.
Did he
See
write
the
something?
timeline? 2 minutes.
No, your timeline's different.
Well, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Because he posted 4 minutes, then 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. There we have it. We're just waiting to see if Cam wants to come back up one more time, talking to the town clerk, see if there's anything more official we need to talk about. But once again, that community campus project looks like it has passed by a very, about 100, what did he say, 170 votes?
Something like that. When do they break ground?
Well, that's next. Get
Oh,
ready
they gotta
for
vote on that now?
Get ready for that. Well, we got a ways to go on that. Selectman Karen Conley looks as though she has taken it with 70 votes. Andrew Goodrich was a close second, and John McLaughlin and William Tibbetts were down the road. We'll wait till Cam gets back here, and we'll call it a day.
It's not the Selectman Connolly I wanted to hear.
No. If you, by the way, if you know of the moped,
No, I'm going for a car now. Figure it's more
That's great.
versatile.
Andrew Connolly back from school, New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
UNH. Yeah. Oh, wait, Cam is coming back. Did you talk to her?
The
So-
town clerk is coming, and she confirmed my numbers. They are 100% correct.
There we have it. There we have it.
Good
She
job,
is
Cam.
she coming out, or are we
Yes,
gonna?
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna wait for the town clerk. Then we're just gonna call it a day. But once again, she does confirm these numbers are correct. Kathy Gardner joins us. You know we can't discuss the exact numbers, but you can confirm the numbers he has on his sheet are accurate.
Unofficial tally.
Unofficial tally. There you have it.
They're tallying the auxiliary ballots as we speak. We're tallying write-ins right now. Auxiliary ballots are ballots that couldn't go through the machine, whether the voter might have overvoted or spilled something on it and the machine could not scan it. So those have to be hand tallied, and there's probably about 20 ballots. I'm estimating 20 write-in ballots or auxiliary ballots. Now we're also tallying for write-ins from the big bin of ballots that went through. Okay, we're looking for names written in. Those have to be hand tallied. I take those tally sheets on Monday morning and I add them to the count.
Got it.
And, chances are if somebody's name was written in and they don't have more than 10 votes, they don't go anywhere.
Got it.
Otherwise, I have to report them.
Thank you very much. How exhausted are you?
I'm good for now. I got a second wind, so I
Look at
think
you.
we're good. I thank you, everybody, for your cooperation and your patience with me.
Fantastic.
It's another long day, and everything went relatively smoothly, and that's all I can ask for.
All right.
Good.
We'll let you get back to it.
Take care.
Thank you very much. You heard it there first, folks. There you have it.
Yep.
Almost actually official. All right. Community campus project, looks like it passed. Karen Conley. What about, did you look into the planning board, the alternate seat on the planning board?
Want me to?
Yeah. We did have one other race. Let's just get through some.
That's my bad.
Rebecca Lewis, Heather Marshall, those two. We, for the planning board alternate seat. You never show any interest in the planning board.
Me?
Yeah. You could be like on the board with Ann Burbank.
Are you saying I don't know
Yes,
people
you
in
never
general?
show any interest in the planning board. Fine.
Very interesting.
It is. All right, we're just waiting on one more, and that is the planning board, the alternate seat between Rebecca Lewis, Heather Marshall. One more time. Looks like Karen Conley is our winner, the selectman. That means 3 women on that board, 2 men. Next year will be very interesting as well. Keep in mind, Andrew Goodrich was a close second, down by like 70 votes. He could definitely run again in 2020. We have 2 seats that are up, Sean Harris, Tony Vignani.
And none of them running?
Well, we don't know yet. They could run, but he could
I
just
think
jump
Karen
in
will
the race.
fill John's shoes, John Dennehy's.
Well, that's the position she's filling. So, John Danahy, we didn't mention, he is on the ballot too, his assessor.
I really don't remember him on the ballot.
Really?
I didn't want to say his name.
I'll get that. All right, we're just waiting on this planning board alternate seat, and then we're going to call it a night here because I'm tired. You're tired. What are you doing tonight?
I don't know. Find something else.
Okay. It's not really. Good to have you back, Andrew. Andrew Connolly's back for the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Anything you want to talk about while we wait? I mean,
You see Endgame? No,
We should talk about Avengers real quick. Totally off topic as we wait for them. I have not seen Avengers, although I went online. I think I told you I found out who lives, who dies.
Yeah.
Anyone watched Avengers?
I watched the whole plot synopsis beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam Stone's dad joined.
Cam Stone is joining us once again.
Matt Stone.
What about Matt Stone? He just joined.
He just joined.
Oh, Matt, you missed the reform.
Hi, Dad.
Matt Stone did see the Avengers. He did fall asleep in the movie theater.
It was a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, it was a little too long. Was he snoring? Can you confirm or not that he was snoring in the movie theater?
I can nor confirm nor deny.
That means he was snoring. All right. So now we're talking about the planning board, that alternate seat. We have Rebecca Lewis and we have Heather Marshall. These two, we've not talked about them. This is a three-year planning board alternate position. Well, he adds those. Once again, if you think about those the other seats, we talked to Karen Conley. Looks like she is the winner of the selectman race. The community campus project looks like it did pass.
Yep. Someone asked anywhere in the senior center. It passed.
Senior center, yes. Who asked that?
Gail Good.
Gail, yes, it did. It looks like it did. The vote was it passed by. We added them up by about 170.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So about 170. It looks like that community campus project did pass. We talked to Gordon Price earlier. Once this is done, you can probably go back and look at it. He was tearful.
Yes. Very happy.
Yeah, this has been a labor of love for him. He has been invested in this.
Okay.
I mean, he's been.
So
Okay.
for the alternate seat, we have Rebecca Lewis, 2,065 votes, and Heather Marshall, 1,026.
There you have it.
Almost
Looks like
5,000.
So,
like Rebecca
by the way,
Lewis won that.
understand Gates is going to be the new senior center. That's the definite what it means.
That's the location. Yes, that is a done
They're
deal.
tearing down A and C wing for it.
They are tearing down the Seaway. So the
Robotics and
community,
Spanish classes in there.
the community campus project once again has passed. It looks by 170 votes. That means now one thing we didn't really talk about. If you read the wording on how this is passed, this does not specify everything we've seen. It merely gives the location. As John Danny has said, that who are you texting?
My brother, he said when I'm out of work, hope he's not parked in the parking lot. He voted like 2 hours ago.
Has he been waiting for you? All right, let's wrap this up. No one else cares. Okay, one more time. We're wrapping this up. SCTV, Andrew C. Stone C. Sefby. To recap, community campus project looks like it has passed by 170 votes. Karen Conley looks as though she has taken the selectman race by
around 72 votes.
by around 72 votes. These are unofficial. And the other contestant one between Rebecca Lewis and Heather Marshfield. That's for the 3-year
1,000
planning board.
votes for Rebecca Lewis.
Rebecca Lewis.
And then, of course, the auxiliary ballot she was talking about was only 20, so nothing is going to change because nothing is that close. So these are your final results.
There you have it, folks. There you have it. All right, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. You like our page, which I do.
My brother, I want to see John Wick 3 tonight.
Oh, I gotta see that.